Are you one of those people that think doing contouring just may be too much of an extra step to do? Well, if you want to try and add dimension back to your face, stay tuned and I'll show you how to do it in an easy way. This video came about after I was watching some mineral makeup application videos, and only because I like to see what everybody else is doing and then I just making sure I'm not doing anything wrong. But one of the things that came about was that I noticed that a lot of times, especially if you're doing like a heavier application where you're putting on several layers, and while the coverage looks good, it seems like it leaves your face a little bit, one-dimensional. And think of it like a cartoon, where you see like cartoons and they all have like the same even skin tone. And of course, cartoons are cartoons because they're just one-dimensional, they're flat. And for me, it's just like for makeup that's supposed to make you look your best and still look like you, it's ideal for me to look like you still have some dimension to your face. Now, you can say that we can add like contouring to it, which that is an option. I'm not going to judge you if you do something like that. The only thing is like for me, I am a bit on the practical side when it comes to makeup, and I really don't want to do all that stuff. I mean, you have to first, look up, well, what's great for my face shape? And like getting the highlight right and everything, and placement, and then getting it even and all that. And then to me, that's just a whole lot to think about. And then the other problem I have with contouring is that it's great if you're doing it for photographs or videos, and but like in real life, like if the main people that see you are the people in your house, and like when you go to work, church, your social people that you go with, when you do the contouring, it doesn't look quite right. And I can attest to that because I had gone to a makeup artist and we had had a lesson, and I went out afterwards with a friend of mine. And I noticed they kept looking at me, kind of strange. They didn't want to say anything. And then when I got home in the mirror later on, I got a glimpse because, I had gone straight from the makeup lesson to meeting with them. And it just was like, I looked, I was like, no wonder this looks so weird. I could see like there was like the shading from the contouring and like on my nose. It just all looked bizarre. But, I'll show you the photograph. I mean, it looked great in the photograph, but in person, it just looked, in fact, in person, I would say it looked cartoonish. You talk about a cartoon. And so what we're going to do in this video is I'm just going to show you how to add that dimension back to your face after you've applied like a full coverage foundation that isn't going to be too difficult and just very basic and something that warms you back up. Okay, so if you can take a good look at my face, you can see it's pretty one-dimensional right now. And while it looks like it has like really pretty good coverage, I feel like for me personally, it just seems like it's still too mask-like. And I'm sure if we were to add eyeshadow colors and some blush and lip color, it would do a little bit better. But for me, I still want it to where people see me, they don't think, oh, she's wearing foundation. I want them to think, oh, wow, that looks like she's got great skin. And so the first thing that I do that with is like with bronzer. And everybody loves getting a little bit of sun, right? The only thing is you don't want the bad benefits of the sun and that's why we wear sunscreen. But bronzer is like a great way to get that sun-kissed look without the detrimental effects of all those UV rays. And so try to find a bronzer that works really good for your skin tone. This happens to be one that works really good for me. It's very subtle. I could technically use another one that's a little bit darker called Striking, which I did use in I think it was my 10-minute makeup tutorial. But this one, I'm really just going for subtle because after this tutorial that I'm doing, I'm probably going to do another one specifically with eyeshadow and in a different colored blush. So I want something that's not going to be too competitive with the blush that I choose. And with this one, you just tap a little bit. I can't tap because I don't have my sifter on so you guys can see the color. So I'm just going to shake it a little bit, tap from here, and do that. And I think for this, I'm going to be a little bit more heavy-handed with it because it is really hard to see. I am under some pretty bright lights. I've been told my lights actually are a little bit on the like brighter, harsher side, and I prefer that way so you can see real skin. That's one thing is you will never see filters on my channel. I don't think you really are fooling anybody with those anyway. So, okay, I'm going to use this and I want to see. Now for me, the bronzer, I always describe this in my other videos, is I just, wherever it is, like I feel like the sun hits my face. So when I close my eyes and I think about it, it's like I always feel like a nice warmth right here. So that's where I put it. And I do go up some. And you can already see the difference like from here and there. And it may compete with the blush a little bit, but I believe the one I'm going to use later is going to be a peachy anyway. But it's enough that I think it will do well with it when they're combined. So yeah, you can see that. And then I'm going to get just a little bit more. And then again, you know, the reason why I'd say close my eyes is like, for me, it's almost like it's a sensation thing when I see in the mirror and I try to show you. But for me, it is just like right here. That's where I feel. And right, oh, you know, it looks almost like it's too much in that shot there. But luckily, you can just blend it down with your kabuki. Okay, and then I know some people like to go across the nose, and that's what I like to do too. So it's just like that. And fun fact, I heard that, I was like reading something about like the difference between, I think, like Gen Z makeup and like for those of us that are in the older, you know, I'm Gen X. They say that Gen Z actually likes to put their makeup across, so it's more almost like a W. Whereas I think like Gen Z, we've always been taught like, you know, here on our apples of our cheeks. But with them, they carry it just across their nose. So I don't know if that's necessarily true, but that's something you can do. You can just see it just like adds that color. And then a lot of times, even though this is bronzer, sometimes I will like add that to my there. So if you wanted to add it there, but the main thing is like through here, across your cheeks. And then depending on your face shape, you can get away with putting it on your chin. And then the ones that I've seen, like I will have like a little PDF you guys can print off just so you have an idea. And then you can also just do your own research if you type in and, you know, Google, you know, like best bronzer placement for heart-shaped face or something, you know. But yeah, with this one, like they recommend like doing it like on your forehead. But I do a little extra with the highlighter on my forehead, so I'm not going to put it on too thickly. But yeah, you can already see like a difference in my skin. So I'm going to take this and like up here where I might have gone a little bit too crazy, because part of it, I am trying to get you guys to see what I'm seeing in my mirror. It's just harder with the lighting. Okay, that does definitely look brighter and better. So, and if you'll notice that when we do a side by side, I don't think it's going to be that dramatic, but it would be more dramatic, I think, if you saw me in person. Okay, now the color that I'm going to use for my highlighter is actually an eyeshadow. So this is a color called Trusting, and it has some shimmer to it, but it's not overly shimmery, because especially if you're mature, you definitely don't want like the big flakes of, you know, glitter in there, because that will draw attention. But this is just like a light shimmer, and I'm going to add it to like where I think they call it your 11s. So that's like up here, like if you like frown, and they say it can help diffuse that part. The makeup artist I work with, she says put it on there kind of like a martini glass. And then I notice sometimes I also have a little shine like along the edges here, because, you know, we put most of the bronzer up here. But yeah, it's just adding whatever shine back that the foundation might have covered up. And then a lot of times I definitely have a lot of shine through here on my nose. So me even put it through that. And I'm not trying to correct my nose. I know the contouring job that the makeup artist did on me, I mean, she was trying to give me like a Western nose, and, you know, and some of it is more just to add dimension, but I think this is good enough for me. It looks weird in person when I'm trying to give myself a different looking nose through contouring. I don't recommend it. There we go. So yeah, and I'm putting it just a little bit more, and then some of the face maps, they say put some right here too. But don't worry, we're going to blend that out. But looking, you can't even really tell there. Okay, and then we add some of the highlight too. So I add some here at the top, right above where we have the bronzer. And I'm going to blend that out. And I should have tapped my brush. That's why you're seeing clouds of smoke. Don't do what I do. But some of it just getting excited here. So I'm just going to blend this and blend out that. You don't want to blend it too much, but just enough that it doesn't look like a streak. There you go. There you go. Especially like the little edges. Let me just do that with my finger here. Okay. So yeah, so those highlights are back in. And then I'll blend the ones that were up here. Okay. And then if you want to, you can like add the dimension back. Like if you're not going to do a lot with your eyes, you can just add a touch there. If you want to open your eyes up, use a lighter color like your highlight. And if you feel like you want to diminish your eyes, you can always just use the bronzer. And then you can use like the bronzer for like if you're not going to do an eyeshadow, you can just put it like around the crease. I'm just going to add some there. Oh, see, that's what I get. I'm trying not to edit out mistakes so you guys can know. Don't do what I'm doing. My problem was I didn't tap it. I was just trying to get like a teeny tiny bit, but it did not work that way. But yeah, so luckily that bronzer just really mixes in with my skin okay. So I just have to do. And luckily I already had bronzer on my cheek, so it's not like the fallout on it was too bad. Okay, and that's it. And that's just like how it looks for more natural skin. So we'll do like a little side by side here. So here is a before and after using the same foundation and the exact same lighting. And just notice how it adds back a little bit of warmth and soft luminosity, so it looks a little bit more like natural skin with some good dimension and color. And try this simple finishing step for yourself and see if you get more compliments on your skin and not your makeup. And thanks so much again for joining us today. I hope I've given this technique a try. And if you have any other comments or questions, be sure to leave them down below. Until then, we will see you later and hope you have a great day. Bye. I am adorned.